Your way to not have to rant every second if it's on every hour, right? We were kind of worried that there might have been a concern about whether or not someone was selling bloody tampons to people already because we were nauseous yesterday, worrying about the magazines and the floating islands and the new plans and other video games being tattooed on Eminem playing Call of Duty concurrently with whether or not we can get banned on servers or just lose all of our money. Who thinks it's other people's money that can't be spent either?
What did you mean earlier when you said Vincent and the Sahin run parallel paths?
They're bound for where hubris always leads people. They're led by self-righteousness.
I can think of worse traits.
Can you now? In my experience, the greatest harm often comes from the best intentions.
What is that?
An incoming storm. We must hurry. We can use that door first to stay out of sight.
Where's the damn truck? Is anyone out there?
Novik here. We've lost contact with Ardaline's group. The storm might be interfering with the signal. Request you backtrack and establish visual contact.
You know the game that looks like a movie was loud enough for 3 over this 17, but there were a lot of different settings you could have changed other than just the gamma. Let the AI catch up to which type of game that you are playing there, dear. You know it's all type of amalgamated different languages anyway.
When there isn't a path to be found, make one.
It's harder to tell the facts.
Sounds like the poker game is off tonight.
When there isn't a path to be found, make one.
Fever.
Some child for the future video game awards while fucking your 4 or 5 different wives telling you that the other 2 or 3 or 4 aren't there at the same time so that they can vomit around other people that don't have you telling them that they're smoking the wrong combination of drugs that they don't have to hand pick and tell you that they're taking. Was that just an epidural named after a fucking Oedipus?
Not that they tell me.
Ascendant's head, maybe that's your own Ophilicus rising, trying to get a Jupiter ascension. Trying just to be too darn fucking much like a dick measuring contest for other people.
Don't rush in. Wait for the suspicion to pass.
What was that?
What button am I supposed to push? R? Oh. Well, it's close enough. It's one of those blocks? Maybe they'll tell me again right after. They're pretty quick at returnal. Maybe that's why he said it was repetitive. Forget the stupid other people who don't know how to read a room. They used to think it's the freaking Call of Duty thing to not be a waiting room between bullets.
When there isn't a path to be found, make one.
On it. Great. Oh, was it?
making sense, like Alina with a little bit better control over whether or not a person cares how much they look like a cat or how much they need to shave their eyebrows.
Don't rush in.
Scanner
Wait
thing,
for the
that's
suspicion to pass.
Oh, they got magic. I suppose he bought the right game. When actually I read that one for like $60 max. I actually remember the story in between the other stories too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Punch the right thing. Can we run, or do we just assume that we're walking fast and pretend that we're running anyway? This seems like a Dexing thing. A Daxer thing with every other freaking toys out there running up the wrong freaking lizard skin.
Sometimes all you need is a nudge. Focus on your shape. Channel your energy into the braces like you have learned. Then visualize your opponent and unleash that energy.
Hot enough to fry a sidewalk out here.
It confuses the AM energy with the PM with the Kali Yuga with every other fucking kind of Yuga out there. Ha ha ha. But that's just people knowing how to teach people how to tell time into a bunch of fires tales because they want to do it already on another planet kind of in Andromeda, even though if it was just in that planet the first time. And then confuse the fact whether or not there ain't 2 or 4 moons to come back and play ting bong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead for the entire fucking industry to believe it happened in the first time just so they could drop 2 fucking nuclear bombs to prove it too. That's this silly ass, crazy ass, bullshit ass motherfucking high cells wanting to come down here for some more pain. Like the fucking Joker singing about it. So which one of us wants to enjoy letting us all freaking learn it all again just so they could swing back around again? Just so that they don't have to do it ever again? And how many times thinks that there's still an end? I don't know if bragging about making a scar on Expedition 33 is still just an eye patch or some other fat ass that made the wrong joke about him being the Yankee instead of the little fucking rock stealing all the freaking fucking Asian people.
On your first progress is impressive, Mickey.
Yeah, my last rant on the game that you may not have been watching on Unnamed Guy Gaming is about what I just said on Unnamed Guy Gaming. If you weren't watching, about who could be the best Satan 2 lookalike beyond Taylor Swift and Teledreamer with an underscore. Just yeah, don't say it unless you don't want to be banned from your room.
Sometimes, all you need is a nudge. Focus on your shape. Channel your energy into the braces like you have learned. Then, visualize your opponent and unleash that energy.
I'm stuck. There's no glare or way to move or understanding of what the fuck to push through. You only get 2% in. Dude. No. Is there another button that we can jump, or is it just moving quickly? Can we even stand up anymore?
On your
Oh shit. It seems to be. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is how you learned how to fight on fucking Assassin's Creed, man.
Make sure those beacons are in place. We'll need this area dug up again. Let's make sure we dig in the right spot.
We'll need this place dug up again.
Be mindful of your surroundings here like those heads.
It is.
And learn to recognize the opportunities that surround you. Leverage them to your advantage.
Right now, I am playing District 9 confused with Unknown 9 because of all of the free lessons about Assassin's Creed being in just about any other fucking Canadian building that they made it into a Cloud Sophia, complaining about people killing their names and freaking mirrors and Call of Duty 7 this year, but that's just because that's how I learned how to fight with the new physics system.
This job's making me jumpy. Feel like I'm being watched.
Oh shit, I have to be right back. Be right back, people.
Got reports of unusual activity on the perimeter. site like this doesn't get picked by accident. But they tell me anything. That storm's not going to be pretty. Sand will cut through you like a knife. Christ, I'm parched. Should have refilled the old canteen when I had the chance.
Anyway.
Reports of unusual activity on the perimeter.
It's not funny, Stephen. People actually believe the people. I mean, Kyra has a book that costs more than $11 for people to read it to themselves and then buy jewelry for themselves to remind themselves to not be having their souls ripped out and stolen from them, and then told them and that they bought it without a picture taken and telling them what the hell those they did in the first place. Isn't that a fucking thing there, Steven?
Sand will cut through you like a knife.
4419, is it here or not? We forgot to go to wait for it. 4497. 4497.
sight like this doesn't get picked by accident. Not that they tell me. Parched. Should have refilled the old canteen when I had the chance. That storm's not going to be pretty. Sand cut through you like a knife. Reports of unusual activity on the perimeter. A sight like this doesn't get picked by accident. Not that they tell me anything. Christ, parched. Should have refilled the old canteen when I had the chance. storm's not going to be pretty. Sand will cut through you like a knife.
know how this shit works either. We're just catching up to the second hour of me just standing here for a new game. How does it confuse me with any other fucking game I've never fucking bought? It's some indie game for a year ago that still costs $20 instead of $10.
Should have refilled the old canteen when I had the chance. What's going on?
How do I attack? Is there assassins in here? Am I just quick? Someone tell them if I can attack or if it's just me sneaking up on them and assuming I could never figure out how, if I read it already.
Make sure you batten down the hatches.
There are settings. We can view the scheme. There are attack while stepping, R2 tap light for the light and hold for the heavy. But that's only attack while stepping. R1 would be light attack and heavy attack. Step would be... So it would be sort of like moving between a square when pushing different attacks and holding it in between the bullets. And then we can tap to push, or hold to pull, or sustain the shield, or extend the step with the other side. Toggle peak, toggle ripple, sustain shroud. Or toggle peak, sustain a ripple. Shroud the bottom, or heal for the left. Then you can move or toggle shift. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything about how to kill someone, and there doesn't seem to be any other. Yeah, it's a big thing. It has like an entire Lost Island outside of the Lost Island, making video games with people's ideas about how the other world could still exist in this world. But at least it's a good integration for the whole freaking walking tour. People learn about how to teach freaking math in my book, how to do more than just sit there and get killed by Anubis.
What was that?
I see you, Wester! Give up!
Some distance you only know the first two buttons too, Steven.
They sound close, but I can't see them.
They'll return discreetly.
Awesome! I was right.
Push past your mind, focus inward, and peek into the fall.
The fall, what is it really?
It has been called many things. The spirit realm, the divine sphere, the inner world. Some believe it stores time's endless possibilities, but no one, not even a Sahib, could even guess its true
That's what I'm afraid of. I've got half a dozen teams still out securing the equipment.
Send out a general
Oh, she's looking at kind of confirming, saying that's okay for me to look at it. He also kind of wanted to make it a bit more like Assassin's Creed with any other person that could have been easier to do it with.
The fall, what is it really?
It has been called many things. The spirit realm, the divine sphere, the inner world. Some believe it stores time's endless possibilities, but no one, not even a Sahib, could even guess its true nature.
That's what I'm afraid of. I've got half a dozen.
On your right.
Open it in.
Just keep those eyes peeled.
I don't know why they don't have difficulty trophies if they ever want people to buy the games other than just rent them if they're not indie, for you.
I got
Prices. If it's a triple layer game to an indie game getting commercials at the Oscars, Steven, or the same type of character actor playing snipers.
Nothing yet.
They're that too. Still concerned that we're not in combat. Come on now. Which one was the spell? Which one was the flashlight?
Anyone in? You sure?
I got my eyes peeled.
already returned the game that was just a Goosebumps metaphor. Try to sue another company about why we didn't want it in the fucking first place. Got a few trophies.
Did you see what we're after?
We'll end this.
I made sure the next two games were pretty awesome before putting the Liquid Games Distributor along was all very high.
Where did that come from?
Don't lose focus, Ascendants. What the?
Now we've got you.
There we go.
I didn't really think it was too much more about just being extra cameras around extra people that look exactly like people in other freaking games that were just released a year ago. But, you know, I assumed it was just about bullet time being seen in a different way. This isn't at all about some sort of wolf-kiss-driven recreation, trying to figure out which way to fucking go. Oh, could have been the Goosebumps game too. Or the Last Republic. We need a poster or a constant shot at the door and close behind us 5 feet behind the closed door just to get us to close a different door and make it a different freaking place to go. Like shit itself. Ooh, try punching it.
One foot in front of the other, child.
Is there a map or not, man? If there's anything else to say, we can at least put the like oh, they're still on headphones. I'm not supposed to be listening to either. Put the headset on there. We have insight timer on. We're not talking about a porn site. Oh, tell her. Yes, tell her. She knows what her higher self is. Hold on, hold on.